Good day, everyone. This is your philosophy teacher, Mr. Shera, and for today, we will be discussing about man and the society. The objectives of this lesson: at the end of this lesson, the student is expected to A. Explain the concept of society and analyze the different forms, types of society. B. Compare and contrast the concept of social contract theory according to Hobbes, Locke, and Rousseau. And letter C, challenge the existing relationship of humans to its society and how it changes through time. So let's have first our activity, the thought bubble. Give your idea when you hear the word society. Definition of society. Society is an organized group of people whose numbers interact frequently and have a common territory and culture. It is a companionship and friendly association with others, an alliance, a community, or a union. Different forms, types of societies. So we have here first the hunting and gathering society. It is recognized as the earliest and simplest form of society. It is characterized by its small size and is composed mainly of families. They are nomadic, meaning they have no permanent territory. Its members are generally treated as equal and decisions are generally arrived through consensus. Division of labor is not clearly defined. This is a sample picture of hunting and gathering society. Next, we have the pastoral society. Type of society characterized by the domestication of animals for food for more stable food supply. It is larger in population than hunting and gathering society. This type of society often produce surplus food and resources which they trade with other societies. The relative prosperity enables the people to engage in other activities apart from those necessary for survival, such as handicrafts that will lead to specialized tasks in the community. This is the example of a pastoral society. Next, we have the horticultural society, primarily engages in the small scale of cultivation of plants, fruits and vegetables, and the domestication of animals. They are semi-nomadic, which means they travel when food supply was depleted. Roles and responsibilities are more clearly defined, with tasks assigned according to gender. The society is family-oriented and clan-oriented. Actions and behaviors are based on traditions. This is the example of horticultural society. Next, we have the agrarian or agricultural society. A type of society is the further evolution of pastoral and horticultural society. It involves large-scale and long-term cultivation of crops and domestication of animals. It is characterized by improvised technology and the use of tools for aid in farming. The larger population of the society leads to more structured social system that help manages its resources and members. It is an example of agricultural or agrarian society. Next, we have the feudal society, society based on ownership of land. Feudal societies arose in Western Europe during medieval times. In a feudal society, rulers grant their followers or vassals the right to manage parcels of land. These vassals in turn are served by peasant workers who cultivate the land in return for their service. They are protected. This is organized based on status. Those who have a land or more powerful are more powerful. Social relations are characterized based on dependence. This is an example of feudal society. Industrial society. Society based on the use of specialized machinery in the production of goods and services. The advancement of science and technology is evident in this society. It also improved transportation and communication. These technological advances resulted in improved trade and commerce and better life conditions for many people. Work is done in factories. The capitalists or business owners are considered the most influential. This type of society is also characterized by cultural diversity and the presence of bureaucratic forms of organization. Alienation is common as people are often seen as resources to be exploited. This is an example of industrial society. Post-industrial society, society based on knowledge, information, and the sale of services, led by the human mind and aided by highly advanced technology. The trend has shifted from industry to storage, manipulation, and sale of information. Members of this society have higher educational attainment, better training, and specialized roles. The virtual society will organize themselves through communication and technology, and the internet is a product of this society. This is the example of post-industrial society. Society according to social contract theory. Enlightenment philosophers such as Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau were among the most prominent social theorists who tackled the origins of human society. They imagined humans as living in a so-called natural state removed from modernity and civilization. Thomas Hobbes. Persons in their natural states are governed by their own desires, and this often lead to conflict with their fellow men. Society, therefore, is the means by which people seek to control their natural tendencies and impose order. Individuals who establish societies enter into a social contract, an agreement where individuals sacrifice an amount of their freedom and submit to a higher authority. John Locke considers persons in their natural states as more cooperative and reasonable, and that society is formed through the consent of the individuals that organize it. This concept is known as consent of the governed. Locke's social contract is a covenant among individuals to cooperate and share the burden of upholding the welfare of the society. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, he advocated the concepts of general will. He believed that even if the people are the ones who organize society and establish an authority or government, in extreme cases, the government is able to impose its will on the people. Government is the best judge of what is most beneficial for society. This is the three difference of the versions of theory of social contract according to Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Next, influence of society in the development of a person. The person and the society have a very dynamic relationship in which one cannot exist without the other. Society influences our development as persons in various ways. Society is the backdrop by which we adapt the prevailing culture, identity, values, and ideas and knowledge of the persons, groups, and communities that surround us. An important way society influences us as person is its ability to define the relationships and interactions among its members. Norms. Norms are a set of traits and behavior that society considers acceptable and are encouraged to pass on to other members. Laws. Laws are more formal and stringent norms that establish and define acceptable behavior of citizens. These also prescribe the consequences of penalties that will be imposed on violators. Folkways are less formal norms that arise from tradition and do not result in punishment when violated. Social system, an organized or patterned set of relationships among individuals and groups that compose a society. Social role, actions and behaviors expected of a certain individual. Social groups or social classes, individuals who share similar background or perform similar roles. Social institutions, these are groups that perform vital functions in society. Examples of these are family, school, government, and religion. Society also transforms human relations, which lead to the transformation of its members. Over the course of his or her life, a person will undertake various social roles as he or she continually interacts with other members of society. These roles entail sets of responsibilities that the person must undertake. As the person navigates all through various roles in society, his relationship with other people also change. Other aspects of society that contribute to the formation of the individual include language, religion, and historical events. Social values are actions or ideals that are considered important by society. So these are the questions to be answered after this lesson. Number one, search a picture of your chosen form of society and explain why you choose that society. Number two, Venn diagram. Compare your chosen form of society to another society and enumerate the advantage and disadvantages of the two. Number three, what are the norms that you have in your home, school, and in your community? Minimum of three, maximum of five. And number four, what version of social contract do you prefer and why?